Hello, this is Jamie with Creations Misfit, and today I'm going to show you how to make a very quick and easy, super bulky hat for a 12 to 18 month old. Now, this is the original pattern I used. This is for a baby, 0 to 3 months, and I made this for my niece's baby that she just had. But I'm going to have different sizes, so I'll have a video for 0 to 3 months, and then I did one for 3 to 6 months, and I did one for 6 to 12 months, and then today I'm going to show you 12 to 18 months. I also have already posted a child size and an adult size. So I will put the links to all of those in the description box below in case you need a different size or you want to make something different. But for today, I'll show you what we need. So I'm using Sprightly yarn. This is discontinued, but I'm going to suggest a size 5 yarn, which is what I used for the others. And we will use, for this one, we'll use about 75 yards of size 5 yarn. And we're going to use an 8mm hook. And then you will need a pair of scissors and a yarn needle to sew in your ends. And if you want to embellish with a faux fur pom, or you can make your own yarn pom, or you can just leave it as is. I haven't added poms to these yet, but I probably will add 2, or you can just leave it as a regular beanie. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. I just want to put a disclaimer out there. I know that I sound nasally. Somebody always leaves a comment about it. It's just my voice right now. I have a lot of sinus issues for years, and that's just what I sound like. So if it's too annoying for you, you can just place me on mute, and I will have all of the instructions on the screen for you. And then also, some people say I'm going too fast or too slow. I just want to let you know you can change the speed of the video in your settings. So just go into your settings, change speed, and you can speed up the video or slow it down. And then also throughout, you can also pause the video and catch up and then, come back together if I'm going too fast. So just a few options for you. Also, if you don't have a size 5 yarn, if you only have a size 4, you can use 2 strands of your size 4 or even a size 3 together, and it should equal about what we have here. Or if you have a size 6, you can use that, but I would maybe go down to maybe like a 7mm hook if you have a size 6, just so it's not too large. But everybody's different. This one will measure about 7 to 8 inches in height, and excuse me, the circumference will be about 18 to 19 inches around, if that helps. Okay, so we are going to start with a magic circle, and if you don't know how to do that, I do have a video for it. I'll put a little card up here you can click on, learn the magic circle, and come back. It's really easy the way I do it. If you'd rather not, you can also just chain 4 and slip stitch to the first chain, and that will also give you a circle. But I'll show you quickly how I do mine. Just going to wrap my yarn around my fingers and make an X in the back. Hold that down with your pinky, and then you can just put your hook underneath this piece here and over this piece and pull up with a little twist, and that's your magic circle. And then we're going to chain 1 from there, so I just go underneath this piece here and chain 1, and then you can pull that off and you'll have a circle. And if you want to tighten it up a little bit, don't tighten it too much because we have to double crochet inside of there. And then we're going to chain 1 more because we need to chain 2 altogether. And like I said, if you need more help with that, you can just rewind or just watch that other card that I had posted. I'll also put the link for that in the description box for the magic circle. All right, this is not going to count as a stitch now or throughout the whole hat. Okay, our chain 2 will never count as a stitch. So we are going to start with 13 double crochet inside the magic circle. So you can just go ahead and put your stitches right into the magic circle here. It's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And if this feels like it's getting too loose, you can just tighten it up a little bit. Just don't pull it all the way until we're finished. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. and then you will pull your magic circle closed. Just pull it as tight as you can. And if it loosens a little bit throughout, that's fine. Just pull on it again and we will tie this in at the end. Okay, so we have 13 stitches in our circle and we're going to slip stitch to the very first stitch that we made. You may want to count, especially if you're a beginner. Just make sure that you have 13 and that you're not slip stitching into the chain 2. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And there we have our first round. Okay, so let's go on to round 2. We're going to chain up 2. And we're going to increase this round. So we're going to put 2 double crochet in every stitch around. And we're going to go right into this very first one where our chain 2 is. So we're going to do a double crochet and then go back into that very same stitch and do another double crochet. And then you'll just do that in every stitch around. 2 double crochet in this one, 2 in the next, 2 in the next. So you can pause the video and do yours, and I will do mine and meet you back. And at the end of round 2, we should have 26 double crochet. And at the end of round 2, we will slip stitch to the very first double crochet that we made. Okay, and going on to round 3, we're going to chain up 2, and we will double crochet into that very first stitch. And then we'll increase in the next stitch. So do 2 double crochet in the next stitch. And that will be our pattern all the way around. We're going to do 1 double crochet in the next, and then 2 in the next. So keep doing that all the way around, and at the end of round 3, you should have 39 stitches, and I'll meet you back then. Here we are at the end of round 3, and you should end with a decrease. If you didn't, then you probably miscounted your stitches in the last round, so you'll want to check on that. All right, and we will slip stitch to the first, and we can move on to round 4. So for round 4, we're going to chain up 2, and we're actually going to do the same thing for rounds 4 through 9. We're just going to place 1 double crochet in every stitch around for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So this is round 4, and I'll let you do this on your own, but first I just wanted to say thanks for watching. I appreciate you being here, and if you're a subscriber, thanks for being here all this time. I do have a lot of videos, almost 200 up now, with different patterns and stitch videos and yarn hauls, and every so often I do a yarn giveaway when I can afford to do that. But if you are not subscribed, I'd love to have you on the channel. Like I said, you can check out some of my other videos, and I always have more coming as well. But I have a lot of hats and scarves, of course. I have mittens, I have gloves, fingerless gloves, dragon scale gloves, mermaid gloves, but I also have a lot of plushies, and I have bags and decor. I have a rug, I have ghosts and pumpkins and all kinds of things. So if there's something else that you're looking for, and I have a few shawls I just put up, I'll have more of those, summer headbands, like winter headbands, all kinds of things. So please take a look. And also, if you can like this video and leave a comment below if you're working on this, I would love to hear how this worked out for you, or maybe who you're making it for, what colors you used, what yarns you used. I really enjoy reading the comments. I do get back to everybody, and it makes me happy to find new yarns that people are working with, or just who you're making it for. I really enjoy that. So I would love to see a comment below if you're up for it. But otherwise, you can also tag me in your projects at Creations Misfit on TikTok and Instagram. I'd love to see your finished project. So we're coming up to the end of round 4 here. And at the end of each round, you will have 39 stitches. So at the end, you'll just slip stitch and then chain up 2 and start the next round. So this is round 4. I'll leave you be. We're going to go 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, and then we'll come back together for the last 2 rounds. I'm still working on mine here. I'm on round 6, but I just wanted to put a little tip in there if you're a beginner. Make sure that you're counting your stitches each round because you don't want the hat to start getting larger or smaller at this point. We already did the increase rounds, so it's really important that you have the same amount of stitches each round. And sometimes when you come around to the end, like this can look like a stitch here, but that's actually the slip stitch from the round before. So make sure that you're always having 39 stitches at this point. And also, every single child is going to be different size, of course, so you may not need all of these rounds, or you may need another one. So since we're doing 4 through 9, maybe you only need 4 through 8, or maybe you need 4 through 10. That's fine. Just kind of measure along with whoever you're making the hat for, if possible. And keep in mind, at the end of round 9, we're going to have 2 more rounds, okay? And they're going to be double crochet, but we're going to be doing front post and back post stitches. So we still will have 2 more rounds, but I just wanted to let you know before you got through and made, 4 through 9, and maybe you only needed 8 or something like that. Okay, so let's finish up and I'll see you after. Okay, I just finished up round 9, so I'm going to slip stitch. And from here, for 2 of the hats, I changed up the color for the last 2 rows or rounds because I was doing solid colors and I thought it would just look better. And plus I'm doing like the balls the same color as the bottom. So for those 2, I switched up the color at the bottom. For this one, this variegated yarn, I did not. You can still see the ribbing here, but I just left it as is. So it's really your choice. I'm going to switch to brown for the bottom of this green one because I'm doing brown palm. So I thought it might be good to have this on the bottom. But it's up to you. You can keep the same color if you'd like. So from here, I'm just going to tie off my yarn. And I'll sew that in later. And I'm going to switch to brown. And for that, I'm just going to insert my hook right where I left off and pull my brown through. And then we are going to chain up 2. Now, these 2, normally I would pull them through, but the way that we're doing the stitches, it's just not going to work. So I'm just going to tie this in a knot for now, and I will come back at the end and tie those ends in. Don't forget to also, once we're done, tie your end in from your magic circle in the beginning. Alright, so chain up 2, and for this round we are going to do front post and back post double crochet, which is really easy if you've never done it. Normally we would just go into the stitch for our double crochet, here, 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 but we're going to do our double crochet around the post. And it will give it that nice textured ribbing look, okay? So we're going to do a front post, and then a back post, and then a front post, and a back post. And I'll show you how to do that. If you need more time with it, let me put a card up here for a video on how to do front and back post, but I will show you right here as well. So for, to start out, this is going to be our first post, right? Or wait, let's see. Yeah, this is our chain 2 from before. So this is our first post right here, and we're just going to do our double crochet around that post. So yarn over, and we're going to go behind the post and come out in the front. So for a front post, we always come out in the front. And then you're just going to yarn over, pull up a loop, 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, like you would for a regular double crochet. And for the back post, we're going to do the same thing, but we have to go around the back of this next post, if you can see. Okay, so here's the one that we're going to go around. So yarn over, and then it kind of, you don't have to turn, but sometimes when you're starting out, it's helpful to do that. And then you're going to go in through the back, and you're going to come out through the back. And then do your double crochet from there. I'll do it again with you. So the next one we're going to do is front post. So yarn over, in through the front, and out through the front, and then your double crochet. And then the next one will be a back post. So you can turn, or you can just do it like It's kind of, I mean, I just do it so quickly now, it's kind of hard to show, but you can just go through the back if you want to go through the back like this and then end up in the back. You don't necessarily have to turn your work, but sometimes it's helpful. And then yarn over. Okay, and you can see how it's starting to get ribbed here. So I'll do one more of each with you, and then you can do this round on your own. So we're going to do this for 2 rounds, 10 and 11, but I will come back after 10 and show you where we're going to do them for 11. All right, so next one is front post. And then the next one is back post. So if you want, you can just go around like this. You don't have to turn your work. But because we're doing, here, I'll just keep doing a few. Because we're doing these with this thick yarn, it's a lot easier because there's room. There's, you know, we don't have to do it too tightly or anything like that, or we're not using a small yarn where it's hard to see the stitches. So you could, you know, give yourself a little bit of room in there, loosen up, and go about your business to do all of them. Now we will end with a front post double crochet because we have an odd number of stitches, 39. All right, so just go ahead and finish round 10, and I will meet you at the end, and then we'll finish up with one more round. Okay, I'm coming around to the end here, so we have one more to go around, and it will be a front post. And now don't feel like you have to go around that because that's just the chain 2 from the previous round. Okay, and then from there we're going to slip stitch into the top of the first double crochet that we did. And this is about what you should have. And we're just going to do one more round of that. So chain up 2. And then this round, your front post will go around the front post, your back post will go around the back post. So it's the same thing, it's just you're going around what we just did. So front post, back post. It's a little bit easier now because you can see them popping out more so. Okay, so go ahead and finish round 11, and then we will tie off and be done. And at the end here, we are going to finish up with our front post, slip stitch. And if you need another round too, you can always do another round of this. If you get to the end and you're like, I don't think it's going to be long enough, you can always add an extra round of the front post, back post. Okay, so I just chained 1 and then I cut a tail to sew in. And there's our hat. Let me zoom out a little bit. Whoops, out. So there we go. So if you want, you can add a faux fur pom or a regular pom or just leave it as is. I might add 1 or maybe I'll do 2. I'm not sure. We'll see. But there's your project. So thank you so much for being here. I hope it was helpful. Please feel free to tag me at Creations Misfit at any of your projects that you work on from my channel. And yeah, if you can please like, comment, subscribe. And I hope to see you in the next one and maybe some of the older videos as well. So thank you again. I hope you all have a really wonderful day. Sending lots of love to everybody, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.